Oh, give me a home where the buffalons roam, and the deer can stand their play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Home, home on the ranch, where the herdier run around, and Marie donate electric wall, where all is at ease, through the tall grass blows a breeze, in the humble town of Flik. But now I'm in the city where everything's dull, where the air is no longer fun to breathe. But here I must rest to continue my quest. I must challenge the Virbank City gym.
Hello everybody, welcome back to part 2 of Let's Play Pokemon White 2. Now, I wasn't originally going to stop at this location, but then I noticed this shaking patch of grass, and I want to make sure Nico is first in the party for this, and you'll see why I say that in a little bit. So the Pokemon in this shaking patch of grass, last time we encountered a shaking patch of grass, it was a Patrat, but this time it's a Dunsparce. It's a Dunsparce. Well, gee, I did not expect this. I totally expected an Audino to come out of that patch of shaking grass, but instead we get a Dunsparce. Well, as I already said, I'm not even going to bother with Dunsparce. I don't really like Dunsparce that much. It's basically this it's apparently a quote-unquote land snake that has a drill on its tail or whatever, but I just don't care about it. I gotta have Nico battle it anyway, but I'm not even gonna bother capturing it, just because I don't really like this Pokemon that much. Yeah, all it's doing in between is using range. Well, gee, I was hoping this episode would go off to a more interesting start, but I guess not. So, in the last part, we just got to Virbank City, and so I guess now in this episode we're going to explore more of Virbank City. Fun times, right? Okay, so right now it is raining in Virbank City, actually. That's weird, it hardly ever rains in Virbank City, but here, alas, it is one of those days where it actually is raining. And it's raining in real life, too, so how appropriate is that, eh? So, we left off normally where we were exploring around Virbank, and we left off, I think, right next to where the gym was. But here is actually where Roxy's father works. Roxy's father is actually going to be the captain of this ship. Now, we won't be able to board this ship yet. I don't think we'll be able to board it until after we defeat Roxy. But once we defeat Roxy, this ship will actually become very important, and maybe we might even get a ride on it if we ask nicely enough. The battle box is something that relates to competitive battling, and I'm not going to bother with them more, but I'm just kind of talking to random NPCs. Is this girl part of Roxy's band? I don't know. Maybe that girl is part of Roxy's band. That's the only thing I could think of. And Watchog, of course, is the evolved form of Patrat. That's what that girl has. Anything in this house? Do we get any free stuff? I want to go to Pokestar Studios as soon as possible. I want my dear Audino to be in a movie because Audino is so energetic, is so photogenic, not energetic. Although I don't know, I guess Audino could be energetic, right? Why? I don't even know how that would not be the case. Yes, you could take a maximum of 6 Pokemon with you. I know that already. I've said that, but I've done that a bazillion times. And there's an item back there. Can I get to that item? I think you need Surf to get to this item that's up in front of me right there. Of course, I can't access that right now because I don't have the ability to use Surf. And I don't think I'll get the ability to use Surf until I get more badges. And am I getting a hint? Am I getting a medal? What did I get a medal for? The Pokemon Center fan. Okay, I guess that's the medal that you get for visiting a Pokemon Center numerous times. That's the only thing I could think of. Not too important a medal. I'm not gonna meddle in the medal business too much, if you get my drift. But the real thing that I want to see is the Virbank Complex. Now, in the Virbank Complex, there are actually a couple of Pokemon I want to catch, and one of them will be very useful against Roxy, and you'll see which one I mean in a bit, but first let's get this item. We should probably put somebody other than Nico first in the party, and I'm actually going to save the game, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm going to, one of the Pokemon I'm going to catch is actually going to be really, really strong. So I gotta really be careful, and actually if it's raining, I probably should put Kikucho in the party, and I'm gonna basically try to catch all the Pokemon that I want to find first, and actually this might be an Audino. Do I still have Nico first in my party? Yeah, I do still have Nico first in my party. But this is probably an Audino. Audino are usually the Pokemon that appear in shaking patches of grass. Yes, this is an Audino. Now, in White 1, I actually caught an Audino and trained it for a while. That was Schniffle, the male Audino that I caught. This is a female Audino, but in White 1, I didn't really find Schniffle that useful. Schniffle is the name of this German cartoon bunny who sings songs and everything. But this time around, I'm not even gonna bother with Audino. Audino is really not that useful a Pokemon to have in your party, unless you're in a double battle or something. But I'm not gonna bother with that too much. Maybe I'll have Nico use Growl just to lower that Audino's attack power. But other than that, I'm basically just gonna attack this Audino, and when I do, Nico will gain a lot of experience. And this will probably be a long battle, because Nico's scratches are not really doing that much to it. Let's try using Assist and see what that becomes. I don't know, Nico. Defeat this Audino. Somehow. Okay, that battle was way too long, and unfortunately Nico fainted during that battle, so I'm gonna have to use a Pokemon Center now. But Orville finished the battle for him and gained 3 levels, and also learned Quick Attack. So that was really nice, and now Orville's main attack is no longer a special attack. Now he has a physical attack as well, which is good since he has a jolly nature and all. But I'm gonna head right into the Virbank Complex, but first I want to make a Pokemon substitution. First of all, since Orville's a little over-leveled and I want to give him a break for a while, and also since there are a lot of electric Pokemon, then I'm going to actually swap Orville out for Kikucho. I don't know, should I swap out Kikucho or should I swap out Nitori? Yeah, I think just to change it up, I'll swap out Nitori, because we haven't really seen Nitori yet, and I already mentioned that Nitori will actually be helpful against the second gym. But, so let's take Nitori out, and having Nitori out is actually an advantage because it's raining, and when it's raining, then water attacks actually get a power boost. So that's something really nice. So here is the Virbank Complex. Now the grass that we just saw to the north of here actually contains somewhat different Pokemon than the grass that's down here. And in a while there will be some trainers that we have to face, but first I want to wander out here and see what kinds of Pokemon I can catch. So for this, I'm gonna put Lumina first in the party, just in case, so that she can immediately paralyze whatever Pokemon I find. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so one of the Pokemon that's available here is Coughing, but I don't really like Coughing that much. Coughing is a poison-type Pokemon, and I think Roxy has one of these. So we're gonna have to battle one eventually when we challenge the gym, but I don't really like Coughing that much. Coughing is boring, it's just a poisonous pile of gas, and no Smog, which can poison a Pokemon, as it just did to Lumina. But I don't really like Coughing that much, so I'm just probably gonna defeat this one, have Lumina defeat this one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that battle took a little bit longer than I thought, especially since Lumina got poisoned, but hey, she got to level 12, so that's something. And I'm gonna have to use another Pokemon Center, because I don't want Lumina's HP to be all low. So what I think I'll do is, maybe I'll pause the video and I'll come back if I discover a Pokemon that we haven't seen yet. Especially one of the ones that I want to catch. There's one more Pokemon that we haven't seen yet that I don't want to catch, but hopefully it's something that I do want to catch. So I'll just come back and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, here is another Pokemon that can be found in the Virbank Complex, and this Pokemon is actually exclusive to White 2. This Pokemon cannot be found in Black 2. Instead, in Black 2, you actually get Magby instead, but this is Elekid, which is the Pokemon that is the pre-evolved form of Electabuzz. So, Elekid is another electric-type Pokemon, and hey, I'm sending out Lumina to battle this Elekid. But to tell you the truth, I don't really like Elekid that much, so I'm not even going to bother catching it. Another reason why I'm not bothering catching it is that I won't even be able to fully evolve it. Because the only way that Electabuzz can evolve is by trading with an Electrolyzer. So, since I can't trade in this game, since I'm playing on an emulator, I can't even fully evolve this Elekid if I catch it. And there are plenty of other electric Pokemon that I can catch later on, and electric Pokemon won't be especially useful until I face off with Skyla, so I'm not even going to bother with this Elekid. Except, instead of that, I'm just going to have Lumina battle this Elekid or something like that. I don't know what I'm going to do. So here's a Pokemon I actually want to catch. This is Magnemite. Now, Magnemite is not only electric type, but steel type as well. So this will actually really come in handy against Roxy, since as I mentioned before, Roxy uses poison type Pokemon. And steel type Pokemon are actually completely immune to poison attacks. So having a Magnemite on my team would be really helpful. And for some reason, Lumina was faster than that Magnemite even before using Thunder Wave. That was kind of weird. But anyway, since Lumina can't really do much to this Magnemite, her being steel type at all, then I'm gonna have to switch to somebody else. I don't really know who. Yeah, I don't know who I could really switch to other than this. Yeah, I guess I might as well just stick with Lumina and just slowly wear down his HP with Thunder Shock or something. That's about all I could think to do anyway. And that Magnemite is just keeping on being paralyzed. Yeah, Thunder Shock isn't doing that bad damage to it. Not as bad as what Nico scratched did to that Ogna we encountered earlier. So I think maybe after a few Thunder Shocks, then I could just capture this Magnemite. Although I do have to really be careful about this Magnemite, though, because first of all, it knows Supersonic, which is just used on Lumina. So now I am gonna have to switch momentarily to somebody. In fact, I'll switch to, well, I don't know. I'll switch to Lassie. That's because I don't really know who else to switch to. But second of all, Magnemite also knows Sonic Boom, which does a set 20 HP of damage. But it didn't use it that time, just used Thunder Shock. But still, I gotta try using Bite to see if that Magnemite will flinch. Okay, it didn't that time. While Magnemite don't have really high attack power, it does have really high special attack, which is the thing I like about Magnemite. Hey, it flinched that time, that's nice. Yeah, I think I should be able to catch that Magnemite now, and Lassie's gonna faint from this Thunder Shock, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna put Lumina back in. So let's try throwing a Pokeball now and see if that'll catch the Magnemite. So the nickname that I want to give to this Magnemite is actually the same name that I gave to my Magnemite in Black 2. So the nickname that I'm giving to the Magnemite is actually the same name as Carrot as a boss from Mother 3, or not really the entire name, but there's this boss in Mother 3 that is called Mr. Genitor, and Mr. Genitor is this like runs this generator or something. It's the boss of Thunder Tower, so it specializes in electric attacks, and it also causes electric shocks if you touch it. But it has magnets for hands, and since Magnemite does have magnets for, I don't know, I guess those are its hands, then I'm gonna name this Magnemite Genitor. So there's Genitor, and Genitor will be really useful in the battle against Roxy, as I just explained. But I'm gonna wander around and see if the other Pokemon I want to catch is here. No, that's just another Magnemite. I don't want to fight another Magnemite. Come on, Lumina, let's get the heck out of here. There's one more Pokemon that appears in the Virbank Complex that I want to catch. What do you mean I couldn't get away? That's not fair. As long as you don't paralyze Lumina. Come on, let's run away. Thank you. There's one more Pokemon I want to catch here. Let's hope we can encounter it. Can we encounter the Pokemon that I want? No, that was just another Elekid. Come on. And that was another Elekid. Well, gee, I guess I'm just gonna have to pause the video until I encounter the Pokemon that I actually want to catch, so I'll have to pause this again. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to hold off on catching that Pokemon that I want to catch until a little bit later, because I want to get on to the main thing that I want to do in this Virbank Complex. So let's talk, and I think that involves talking to this guy. Hey there, trader. It looks like you got an energetic Pokemon there with ya. Can I ask a favor? I need to get the workers in this complex fired up. How about it? Help a guy out, will ya? Well, sure. Yeah, that's what I'd like to hear. There are some new workers here in this complex. Go get those 3 raring to go. And in other words, that means battling them. So there's a worker up on that platform right there, and there are 2 others just like him. So we're gonna have to find all of them and battle them. Now, I think one of the workers is actually past this grassy area, so stupid Elekid, I don't want to catch you. I already told you already. And Nico just lost like 12 HP thanks to the Thunder Shock that Elekid just used, so I'm gonna have to use a potion on him. Maybe I'll put Lassie in the party, because I guess Lassie, hopefully, will be better at running away from Pokemon than Nico is. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. So this green grass area here is actually double battle grass, and I think there's a scientist in here that we have to battle. Maybe? I think. Or not. I don't know why I'm talking to him, he just walked away. I thought he had to battle, but But I guess not. I guess that scientist or whatever does not want to battle. Oh, wait, this is the Pokemon that I want to catch, actually. This is Growlithe. Growlithe is another one of those non-Unova Pokemon that appear here in Unova, but I really like Growlithe. Growlithe is not really one of my favorite Pokemon. I like Vulpix better than Growlithe. And hey, what do you know? I'm fighting this dog with another dog. But I actually do want to catch Growlithe. Growlithe does take a longer to level up than most Pokemon, kind of like how Nico does. Nico gains experience really slowly, and apparently Growlithe gains experience real slowly too. But I do want to catch Growlithe, so I'm going to lower its HP for a while, and then I'm going to catch it. No, don't use Roar! I wanted to catch that Growlithe. How dare it use Roar on me? Well, maybe I'll find another Growlithe at some point, because I do want to catch it. Is this scientist here one of the workers? Maybe? Something about smokestacks, something about waste gas. I guess maybe that is one of the workers, and maybe we're not supposed to battle them, but just find them or something. Okay, so there's no workers past here. So I think some of the workers we actually have to walk on these rails in order to get to. And here's one of the workers. Maybe this is one of... Yeah, this is one of the ones that I actually have to battle. And I have Lassie first in the party, so I guess I might as well just have Lassie fight whatever Pokemon that he's going to use, and it's a Patrat. Well, gee, a boring Patrat. Come on, Lassie. Take care of that Patrat, please, will ya? Well, it's a good thing that bite was a critical hit, otherwise I would have really been done in by that bite. But hey, Lassie got to level 12, that's nice. And she's learning Helping Hand, which I guess could be useful if we have a double battle coming up. I'm just gonna forget Odor Sleuth, because I don't really use that move all that much. And here's an Elekid, just like the one we just fought a while back. So I'm going to actually switch to Flik, because Flik is grass type, and therefore will be resistant to some of Elekid's electric attacks. Come on, Flik. Yeah, that's the way to do it, just spam Bug Bite. And Elekid sometimes have the static ability. Yay, Flik got to level 12. But apparently that static ability just hasn't activated so far. I mean, seriously, none of the Elekids I fought so far had their static abilities activate. And I think Elekid had the static ability. Maybe either I'm wrong or I've just been really lucky in avoiding having that ability activate. I don't know which one it is. But can I find any of the other workers? There's a trainer down there. Maybe that's a trainer or something, but I'm gonna talk to that worker over there first. And I'm actually gonna put Nico first in the party for this. Just so we can gain more experience, because he needs more experience. And I think after this battle, I'm probably going to have to stop the video. I know I have a long battle with an Audino to cut out, and maybe a couple of other wild battles. But other than that, nothing much really. And here's a Riolu, and I know it's a Riolu and it's fighting type, but like I said, Riolu doesn't really know any fighting attacks yet, so I probably shouldn't be too worried. In fact, if I had Orville, that probably would have helped, but oh well, hopefully we could do this on our own. Maybe. Alright, Nico almost fainted for that battle, but I switched to Nitori and then it was all better, and hey, Nico got to level 12 and he's learning Fury Swipes, but I'm not gonna make him learn that, because Fury Swipes is kind of inaccurate and isn't all that powerful, so it's just not worth it. I'm just gonna keep battling with Nitori, I guess. Wow, I tell you, this rain is actually really helping. It's just powering up Nitori's water attacks. And hey, Nitori got to level 12! Hooray for Nitori! Hooray! But after this, I am gonna have to stop the video because we're at, like, over 25 minutes according to my clock. So, I'll see you later in the next part of Pokemon White 2, and we'll continue exploring the Virbank Complex. And hopefully catch a Growlithe.